If you haven't been using your Cricut for a while, maybe it was last holiday season, the last time you were in Cricut Design Space, this video is here to kind of bring you up to speed of all of the changes and things that might look different. Let's start off with the first landing page. Now they have some recommendations. Really, these are just things they're trying to promote or are trending. Obviously, they're gonna have some sales, but then they're kind of pushing their new Cricut cutting mat where you can cut 4 cards at once. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff with those insert cards. They also have some new glow in the dark material. So the spooky season stuff I noticed today has a lot of glow in the dark vinyl projects in it. They also have a new watercolor marker. So again, when you look in your um, projects and your images, you're going to see a lot of these coming up first. Then when you scroll down here, they have some featured images. They're either ones that are trending and popular or brand new. You can scroll down and see what's new in the community that other people are sharing or what's trending on social media. Now, there used to be a button kind of over here. There's a big green button that said new project. That's now up here in the upper right corner. I'm going to go in my projects and I'm going to open up this one to show you some of the things that have changed in here. You'll notice on the left hand side, the new templates, projects, shapes, images, and text all look the same. There's a new button that's called phrases. Really what this is it separated out some of the things that used to be in images that didn't have an actual picture in it. It was just all a phrase like happy birthday, Merry Christmas. It didn't have any cutesy little pictures. It was all just phrases and wording. So now they separated those out into just a full on phrases category of its own. It is nice when you look down here, you can customize what language you're looking in. So if you're doing something for Chinese New Year and you want to just look at what Chinese phrases are in there, there you go. Okay. Upload button is underneath the phrases. I'm going to go into those changes in a little bit, but I did want to point out there's a new monogram button. Right after the monogram button came out, I did a whole video just on the monogram button. I'll link that in the description below so you can just go see that instead of me redoing the information here. So one of the biggest changes I think that has come out in Cricut Design Space recently is when you click on your images, your shapes, your text, you used to have little icons here for delete, rotate, resize, lock and unlock. Those went away. So now to delete something, you either have to hit delete on your keyboard or go up here to the little trash can to click on delete. To rotate, you can now go to any corner and you can see when I kind of hover, it goes to that curved double arrow, and that will now allow you to rotate. So you can see that comes up in every corner. The other way to rotate has always been to go up to the top to the rotate button and just type in the degree that you want. And that works if you know the degree, but what if you're just kind of, oh, I just want this tilted, but I don't know the actual degrees. You you have to kind of play with that hover to get that rotating arrow. Okay, so down here used to be where resize was. Now you can see that when I hover over that and I get that double arrow, I can actually resize from any corner, or I'm going to put my rotate back to 0 because that's just bugging me. Okay, or we can always go back up to the size button and just type in the size we want. That didn't make it much bigger, so let's go big. Okay. Down here used to be the lock unlock. There has always been a padlock symbol up here. A lot of people just didn't see it, and I don't want to mess with the orientation of this, so I'm going to insert a shape. So now if I go up here to the top and unlock, I can make this shape into a rectangle that way. So all the functions are still there. They just don't have the quick and easy buttons that we are used to on the corner of things. Let's go into shapes. You can see you still have your free shapes here, and there are a few new free shapes. But then if you have purchased the Cricut Access subscription, you get a whole lot more free shapes. So they're really trying to push this subscription to say, look at all the stuff you can get for free. But quite honestly, pretty sure I can find most of these images for free, either in Design Space or somewhere on the internet if I really need them. The big ones that probably will help some people are ones like these that are open-ended, because if I took like a hexagon like this and inserted it, let's just do it to show you. If I do this and I wanted to split it in half, I would have to insert a shape, put it over the top, select both of them, and go slice. And that would get me half of a hexagon. But it's going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. If I use this hexagon, rotate it so it's facing the same way. This open-ended one is only going to cut 1, 2, 3 sides. It's leaving this open edge here. These are great for making pop-up things where you want something to cut here, but then you would score it here so that this flap folds up. There is another way to do that, and actually I've shown you how to do that by building the same shape with score lines and changing some of the score lines from score to cut. So they're just making a few things easier for you if you pay for the Access subscription. Let's look at upload, because there's a couple new things in there. When we go to upload images, this all still looks the same. Let's take a look at the uploads button, because there are a couple things that have changed in here. When you click upload, you still go to upload image, browse to where you have that image saved on your computer. I just put one on my desktop. You're still going to say this is a simple image because it's just black and white, and go continue. Now, again, they're trying to kind of force you or guide you strongly into getting Cricut Access, and they have a new background remover. But if you followed me, do you know that I used to always tell you to go to the advanced button to kind of refine your image? So it is actually down here. Do you see where it says more options? Click on that. And here's the reduce color that I've always used. So now I can select with my magic wand and erase all the different sections just by clicking on them. I'm going to zoom in so I can get at those tiny parts. There's some text here, so let's use the eraser. Let's go back to here. I'm going to zoom back out. And I like to preview my image. So that's what it's going to look like. I didn't start with the best quality image, so that's why some parts didn't come out crystal clear, but I just wanted to show you that the option for more options is still there. Apply and continue, save as cut image, and upload. So now it's right here, and I can still add it to the canvas. All right? And again, our little icons in the corner are gone. So you have to start using the ones up at the top of the screen. I put a simple 2-color image in here, and if I click make it, you're going to see that I still have my previews, but underneath each preview, I can pick if I'm going to cut this on a mat or on the card mat. If I was using the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3, I would also be able to choose if I wanted to cut this matless. So that would be one thing that has changed. There are also some things that change with text, but unfortunately, my text button isn't working at all. I have not been able to insert new text for a while, and it's really kind of bugging me. So once you click on text, there used to be a header thing up here that said all fonts, Cricut fonts, system fonts. Well, they got rid of the all. So a lot of times people think that their system fonts and everything they've downloaded to their computer and installed are gone. It's not gone, it's just they changed the default. Again, I feel like they're doing the default more to Cricut ones so that it kind of pressures you to use the Cricut fonts. There's also a button that I can't show you because my text isn't working that says current styles of fonts. Those are the ones like the font here for my name where the letters can join and connect together. So a lot of people really like those fonts right now. So Cricut has made the default for that box to be checked. So when you first look, you're not going to see any of the straight, kind of more printed looking fonts because the kerned is checked. So uncheck that box and you'll see a lot more of your fonts. Fonts that you downloaded and installed are going to be under systems. One last thing I wanted to show you. If you go up here, you can click on view profile and you can see your own profile. You can even edit what the header looks like and what your image looks like. And then you can see the different projects that that this person has shared publicly on Cricut Design Space. So now if you really like one of my card designs, you could click the like button and the little heart, and then you could even share it someplace, or you could do this and save it for offline. But you could also save a copy of it to your profile so that you could make it later. You can share your profile link with others. So make sure to search for my name. Let me see if I can still, if we go back to home, and if you search right here from home, Sean Mosh, it says images, no results found, but there's lots of projects that are found. So these are mine. So you could click on one of these projects to then get to my profile and follow me. Oh, and if you scroll down here, it says community members. There's me. So you can click on that and then click follow me. And then any project I make where I make it shareable to Cricut Design Space, you can also see and access that same cut file. So you don't have to recreate the whole darn thing. You can just use mine as a template and edit it if you want to. So I hope that helped you with getting caught up on some of the more recent changes in Cricut Design Space. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy crafting! Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. I love to hear from you.